19 unbelievable superstitions from around the globe. There are so many well-known superstitions like don't walk under ladders or saying touch wood to ward off the chances of something bad happening. Today we have a look at some of the more unusual of those superstitions. 19. Superstition is the poetry of life. In China, where the number 4 is thought to be super unlucky, it sounds a lot like the word death, and many buildings have forgone the 4th floor. 18. A stone's throw. Opal is a most unique stone, which is actually a hydrated form of silica. As beautiful as what the opal is, it's said to attract bad luck to its wearer. The superstition stems from a novel called Anne of Geierstein, written by Scottish-born Walter Scott. In it, Lady Hermione is wrongly accused of being a demon. The reason being is that she dies soon after a single drop of water touched her opal stone and changed its color. The superstition was so strong that the opal market apparently crashed and they lost 50% of their value. 17. Say it with flowers. Russia has a plethora of superstitions, and this is one that you should take note of if you ever happen to be there or are buying flowers for someone. Forget about the dozen roses. Always give an uneven bunch of flowers. An even bunch is their way of honoring those who have passed on. 16. No kissing allowed. It's easy to want to kiss babies because they are just so adorable. But if you're in Nigeria, rather refrain from doing this. It's believed that it will cause the child to drool even as an adult. Many studies have been done about superstitious people, and in 1974, researchers found that smarter students were less superstitious. 15. Good excuse. So this is a superstition that seems a bit too convenient. In Rwanda, it said that a woman should not eat any goat meat because if she does, she'll end up growing a beard. I reckon the men wanted more meat for themselves and just made that superstition up. 14. Good luck charm. Not an unknown one, but it's the method behind it that's odd. Leaning backwards, precariously over a rock, to kiss a stone that has been kissed by millions of people does sound a bit gross, doesn't it? It is, of course, the Blarney Stone in Ireland, and its history traces back a millennium. The stone is thought to have powers and is a symbol of good luck, eloquence, and the power of persuasion. 13. When the bell rings. The clanging of bells is quite a symbolic sound, and you often hear them at special occasions. Have you ever wondered why? The superstition is that the bells scare evil spirits away. In Ireland, brides stitch small bells into their wedding dresses or incorporate it into their jewelry on their wedding day to bring in good luck and frighten any evil spirits away. Often, guests also ring bells during the ceremony. 12. Say something. We all know and have experienced that awkward silence, and there is of course a superstition surrounding it. Firstly, it's said that these awkward silences always occur at 20 minutes past the hour, so you have to check on that next time. And it's also believed that it's during those silences that an angel or two are flying overhead. So enjoy it next time it happens and mention it to break the silence. 11. Have a light. There's a bit of controversy as to how this superstition started. Some say it was a story made up by Ivo Kruger, a match tycoon to generate more business, while other reports claim it was well known from the Crimean War through to World War I. Soldiers considered it bad luck to light 3 cigarettes using just one match, as by the time the 3rd ciggy was lit, a sniper would be ready to kill that soldier. 10. Bottoms up. Anyone who grew up in Malaysia will remember this one. Sitting on a pillow will soon see your bottom covered in boils and blisters. Perhaps it began to stop people from using their nether regions so close to something solely meant for heads. Who knows, but quirky nonetheless. 9. Stuck in the middle with you. When it comes to cameras and photographs, there are actually a number of superstitions, like the camera being able to steal your soul, for example. However, over in Japan and other Asian countries, it's believed that if you take a picture with 3 people standing next to each other, the one in the middle will be the first to die out of the 3. I know it's not true, but still a little freaky, isn't it? 8. Taking no chances. This is totally creepy, and I just wouldn't take my chances. Over in Turkey, it's said that if you chew chewing gum after dark, that chewing gum converts into dead flesh. 7. Not a big fan. Of all the crazy superstitions, this one seems to be firmly entrenched in South Koreans, which is that you should never ever go to sleep with a fan in your room. It's said that the fans are even sold with timers there, so they switch off automatically at nighttime. Medical professionals also advise against it, and the people worry that they will die from things like hypothermia or asphyxiation. 6. There's a hole in the story. When it comes to food, there are many superstitions, although many of them have legit stories behind them, generally from the preparation of those foods from way back when. In the UK, if you cut into a loaf of bread and there's holes inside, it's not a good sign at all. The hollow bread is thought to resemble a coffin, which is sure to mean death soon thereafter.